Hey everybody, this is Dracula, coming at you live from the Magic City. Apparently I have a very bad connection. I got like one bar on this thing. I'm reconnecting now. So this is going to be, I'm just testing live, go live, because I'm planning on using it Sunday for the, whatchamacallit, Comic-Con. I'm on a panel, Comic-Con. Oh look, I'm wearing a different hat today. Alright, so a couple of things keep happening. It looks like it's buffering a lot. Oh, it looks like maybe I got good signal now. Anyway, also YouTube keeps quitting on this phone. That's a couple of kinks I'm gonna have to work out. But yeah, I'm planning on streaming the discussion panel at SuperCon on Sunday. So I'm trying this now to see if I can get this thing to work, figure out how it works. Seems to be working pretty well now. If I have a decent Wi-Fi connection at the the convention center, then we should have a good signal, and I should be able to stream the whole thing without any issue. It doesn't look like I have any live chat capability here. I can see thumbs up, and I can see how many people are watching. I'm not even sure how well this thing is promoted. If you guys get notifications that I'm doing this. I'm looking at things. Oh, there's a little thing that shows the chat. Maybe all live chat messages, super chat, sponsored super chat, hide all. Okay, all live messages. So, all right, if I go all live messages, I should be able to see messages if you guys type them while I'm streaming. So, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stream the drive home. And if anybody has any questions, it's quite possible I could answer them. Although, since I'm driving and I'm using my phone to stream, I can't go on Google, but to answer questions. But hey, Freegal and Zohair Mohammedabiditi. What's going on, guys? I'm testing out this. I'm streaming from my. Hey, Peanut, what's going on? I'm streaming for the first time from my cell phone. How's this sound? Can you guys hear me all right? Just let me know. I'm not using the headphones or anything, and maybe I just turn down this blower a little bit. I know the vehicle makes a lot of noise while I'm driving. People have told me as I'm trying to talk on this. Sounds low. Audio is great, says Freegal. Yes, it's good. God mode says sound low. So I don't know. Okay, so all right. Let me try one other thing. I'm gonna try plugging in my utility cable. You tell me what the sound is like when I do that, because it's a second microphone that may or may not sound better. Okay, so here I'm using a secondary microphone. I'm gonna use it for the next 5 seconds or so, and then tell me if that sounds good. Do I sound good? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? What if I talk louder? Can you hear me now? If I talk louder. Because I use this sometimes when I'm talking to people on the phone. Okay, Freegal's saying it sounds good. Does it sound better when I use the mic? Oh, it sounds a lot better. Okay. Well, that's good. So at least this doesn't work very well when I'm talking on the phone, but at least it works well when I'm live streaming. Okay, good. All right, so I'm learning stuff already, how this works. So right now, I just passed by the Miami International Airport, and I'm heading home. I'm really excited about, or am I passing by the airport now? I think I just passed by the airport. I'm coming up on no, I'm at Northwest 25th Street. I'm coming up on the airport. So you might hear an airplane, a very loud. They come in kind of low. But yeah, I'm on the no. Wait, no. I'm thinking of the wrong road. It's if I'm on the 836. I will be passing by the airport, but not nearly as close as I thought I was going to be. I forgot where it was. I have no idea where I am. I'm driving around. I'm trying to get home, and people are crazy on the highway. But anyway, so I actually got off work early today. That's why I'm streaming at this time, and I am testing out. If you just tuned in and you missed the first introduction, I'm streaming from my phone for the first time because I'm planning on streaming the Comic-Con panel. Are you going to vlog inside your home? I don't think so. I don't want you guys to be able to, if you ever wake up inside my house, to know it was me that kidnapped you. Looking around going, this is Dracula's house! I'm just kidding. Do you buy weapons off Last Day OK Earth? From Last Day on Earth, did I buy weapons? No, I didn't buy any weapons on that one. I just, I only played it once. I'm planning on playing it again because it does seem like a pretty fun game, but I was just learning how it, adulting sucks. I don't like working. Are you watching this from work right now, Godmode? Oh, and what's the delay? I mean, you guys are, obviously I'm seeing these things pop up. It's working. Yeah, it's working. Live stream is working. This is, so how did it pop up for you guys? Did it come up under YouTube Gaming or just regular YouTube? Did you get notifications? Well, God mode, I hope I'm not getting you in trouble at work. But yeah, so it seems to be regular YouTube. Okay, it seems to be working pretty well right now. I had a bad connection when I first started, and it might have buffered a couple of times. I've been going for about 5 minutes right now with no interruptions, so it's good. And I'm hoping it will be a good stream on Sunday. You work in YouTube and work real or YouTube and nothing. I got off work early. I got off my day job. I got off early, and I'm streaming the ride home. Is what I'm doing, and it's all hands free, so I can drive. And I have it actually like where my radio would be, so I can look at it and read your messages. Looks nice. Better volume, or are you saying that I should have that I need to improve the volume, or that the volume is better than it was when I first started 6 minutes ago or 7 minutes ago? You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to go buy a pair of headphones with a better mic on it, so I can have it hanging right here closer to my mouth, and see if that sounds better. You should get a PS4, Drac. We can play together and live stream. The main reason I haven't gotten a PS4 yet, I'll tell you the truth, is because I'm really a retro gamer. So I have to wait until PlayStation 5 comes out, then I can get a PlayStation 4. Or I wouldn't be a retro gamer. I'd have the latest console, and I could be playing the latest games. So I'm still looking at maybe at some point live streaming Atari and Nintendo games. That would be fun. I do have a capture card that'll do Atari, and I can sit there on my live stream and swap out cartridges and play Atari games for you. I'm your friend. Well, that's good to hear. Your boys, you. What is this? Ken asking you why you don't try to play other games online, like bring that Siege 6, Rainbow Siege 6 or other. To live stream other games? Is that what you're asking me? On PlayStation 3? Yeah, okay. Killer Kid corrected himself. Your boy's back, but you can play Defiance on. But can you play Defiance on PlayStation 5? I don't know. That would be great if we could. Who is that? Adam NG. Yeah, Defiance isn't on PlayStation 4. That's one of the. I mean, I'm playing mainly Defiance, and the reason I was going to. This was going to be the selling point. I was going to buy a PlayStation 4 and kick the whole. I mean, and forget about the whole retro gaming thing, because Star Wars Battlefront was going to be on PlayStation 4. But then when it got closer to release date and I saw what it was going to be, I was less and less happy with it. And still, so I'm sitting around waiting for Star Wars Battlefront 2 to come out now. You know, the DICE reboot, and it's going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I'm waiting for that to go. I got to change lanes here. So I'm waiting for Battlefront 2 to come out to see, or for some sort of idea what that's going to look like. I've heard they changed some things. Crash Bandicoot for PlayStation. I may have Crash Bandicoot. I can do classic PlayStation 2 games, and also PlayStation 1 games. I have a collection of PS1 and PS2 games. Jack, you should play COD with me. Yeah, that's another thing is when PlayStation 5 comes out, the PS4 price is going to come down, and so then I'll have stuck to my formula. I actually did get PlayStation 2 before PlayStation 3 came out, but PlayStation 2 was around for so long that it actually there were games for it that were so old that I could have the current system and still call it retro gaming, because I could play Star Wars Battlefront 1, you know, and other games like that. What was that last bit? I'm tapping the screen so the yeah, show me the chat. Okay, all the way down. Buy weapons and packs. Oh, I can buy weapons and packs last day with real money or with game currency. They're giving me yeah, some of the players wanted me to play Last Day on Earth, and some players wanted me to play Pocket Mortys, so I played Pocket Mortys. I actually have another a second episode of Pocket Mortys up right now. But I'm gonna dig through my my classic PlayStation collection, money and cards. So I would have to spend real money on that, then, huh? Did my GPS just pop up on the screen? Did you guys see that, telling me to turn left at this place? I'm not sure if that pops up or not, or if it's just capturing the camera. Because it just came up again. All right, Juan. Yeah, I'll be streaming tonight. Godfo, no drag, no what? What are you saying no to? Godmo just said no about something. I don't know what she's telling me. No, cannot see GPS. Oh, okay. I forgot I answered. I asked if you can see my GPS popping. Only me. Only you. Oh, I can turn on the radio and get copyright infringements. How would see? Yeah, how come I only have one thumbs up? You guys don't like this? Dante, what's going on? I'm testing. Dante just came in and he's asking what's going on. I'm testing out the live streaming capabilities of my Android phone on with the YouTube app, because Sunday I'm going to be at the Comic-Con doing a discussion panel on YouTube. I'm going to be the resident YouTube gaming expert, which isn't saying a lot because it's kind of a small group, but we're trying to build up a YouTube community here in Miami. And as I explained a couple of times, there is a very large film community in Miami, but most of it is Spanish television, and so most of the people that are doing film, that are shooting movies here in Miami, they already have their own studios and all of their own equipment and everything they need, so they don't need a YouTube creator center. What's this? I'm going to live stream Battlefield 4 on PS4. Freagle's go to your channel and sub. So yeah, Freagle's streaming Battlefield 4. It looks like. What is the best game, Drac? Defiance or Call of Duty? I don't think I've never really played Call of Duty much, but from what I understand, Call of Duty is all. I mean, do they have a campaign mode on Call of Duty? It seems to me like the mainstay of Call of Duty is PvP. So if you like PvP, you're gonna like Call of Duty. If from what I understand, there's not really any PvE aspect to Call of Duty. I mean, where you can go into an area with your friends and like shoot up a bunch of baddies like you can in Defiance. So if you like cooperative play, I would say every COD has a campaign, but is it multiplayer? Is the campaign multiplayer? And zombie mode. Yeah, I've heard about zombie mode. We got zombies in Defiance though. They're called what are they called? Afflicted? Yeah. But so Call of Duty has a campaign mode, but is it multiplayer? Can like a bunch of players play the campaign together? Is what I'm asking. Also, I might have come up with a better idea to celebrate 2K subs. Better idea than shaving my head? So what's your better idea? So I'm thinking Peanut. I'm thinking Peanut saying, and not many campaigns are co-op. See, yeah, that's the big difference between Defiance and most first-person and third-person shooters. Is most of Defiance is completely cooperative, where we can run around doing missions or conflict sites. You know, we can run around doing all sorts of stuff, teamed up and together, you know, and having fun together, versus killing each other. You know what I mean? Please buy and play the channel. Black Ops 3. Excellence says, please buy and play the channel COD Black Ops 3. I like I tell you every time, I'll look into it. Mainly what I do is free games. I got a couple of games for like a couple bucks a piece. You know, I was playing, I don't know if you guys caught this when the server was down for a restart one time. Like right when I started my stream, I was playing Star Wars Dark Forces for a little bit, and remembering how ridiculously difficult the playability was. What was that just popped up? Come on, show me. Ghost Pepper Chip Challenge. What? You do Arc Falls most of the time, and each time you die, well, I'm not eating any hot peppers. No, you can forget about that idea. I do not do well with hot peppers. Why do I like Defiance? Well, didn't I just explain that for the cooperative play? The open world co-op play. That's like my favorite aspect about it, and the fact that it has the RPG, you know, style battle system where you can level up your gear, all stuff like that, kind of like World of Warcraft stuff, but a shooter. I have started the streaming. What was it you said? But zombies and multiplayer is co-op. Okay, so the zombies. So in Call of Duty, the zombies are co-op. So it's all the players against the zombies. That sounds cool. But let me explain to you why I got hooked on. Yeah, it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. I played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on PlayStation 2. I really liked that game. I played, and then maybe Wax Challenge. Every time you die, you wax something. That's what I put, like wax on part of my body and rip the hair out. Ice bucket challenge. I don't know how I'm gonna do the ice bucket challenge in my garage with with all my my gear and equipment around. Oh, GTA or Defiance. Do you see me playing Grand Theft Auto? So I was playing a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2 on PlayStation 2. That was my first, online game that I would play. And I also played on PC at one point, and this was after it was closed. It was what do you call it? They had this clone, a server clone of Star Wars Galaxies. Dante, you're bad and you should feel bad. Whenever I was playing Battlefront 2, after I had been playing it forever, it was so much fun, but I was always wanting the world to be bigger so we could just run around, doing Star Wars stuff. What is this? Another challenge for you. Bean Boozle challenge. You die, you eat a bean. I eat a bean? What's that supposed to do? Am I supposed to eat a Mexican jumping bean and get parasites? So whenever I was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, I was always wishing that the map would be bigger and that we could go around and explore and do things, in a party like a World of Warcraft or something like that. And then I got into Star Wars Galaxies, and it had that, but it didn't have, the third-person shooter aspect. It was like you would select a target, select an attack, and execute the attack like most MMORPGs, like World of Warcraft. I'm Jizzy Dre. I'm on the road, and you're on. I'm a. You gonna pull me over and give me a ticket? So, what was I saying? So I was always wishing that the world would be bigger, so we could go out and explore. And then, so Star Wars Galaxies. There's a chance of a good or bad bean. So then, all right. So I was playing Star Wars Galaxies, and I was always wishing that it was a shooter, because I never liked the click here and select that attack. I liked playing Diablo, and it was kind of like that. You would click on things, but I always missed that aspect of being able to point and shoot. To point and shoot at things at 21. I'm 42. They're asking how old I am and taking wild guesses. Yeah, at 21, you don't have this beautiful gray beard. But what was I doing? Star Wars Galaxies. Star Wars Battlefront 2, we all thought it was coming to an end because of the whole GameSpy shut down. If you guys had any old PS2 games you were still playing, like Tony Hawk or pretty much any of the online games. Yeah, I'm 21 times 2. Pulling out onto. I'm almost home. So we all started scrounging, like running around trying to look at a way to keep Battlefront 2 going. Fan games, something to serve as a substitute, just in case, we couldn't get it back up and running. It's still going with third-party software, so you can still go online and play Star Wars Battlefront 2 on your PlayStation 2. And I stream that every once in a while. I got some videos there you can watch, and I still run a server. But we were looking into all sorts of contingencies. We even went so far as to start trying to make our own game. I recreated Mos Eisley in a program called Unity. That's a free video game developing software, and you can make your own video games. And I had little boxes running around shooting at each other, and it was multiplayer. You could get on and play with your friends and play in what looked like Mos Eisley, like a low-res version of it with considerably less polygons. What do we got here? Haven't used my PS2 in ages. Do you like the new saga of Crash Bandicoot? I didn't even know there was a new saga of Crash Bandicoot. I'm gonna have to check that out. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So anyway, in that search for the next thing, I discovered this game Defiance, and Defiance was an RPG. It was an MMO. It was a third-person shooter. It had everything I wanted, and it was enough of a great concept that I could just deal with the disconnects. And I don't know. I guess I'm not as impatient as some of the younger players, and I don't get as perturbed and just throw things away because they don't work. Most of the time, I can figure out how to make something work and stick with it. I mean, that I'm a retro gamer. Think about it. And when my Nintendo, when I put, is this guy gonna stop? I've got my signal on him. Turning left. He's coming right up behind me as fast as he can. When my old NES system, when I would put the cartridge in and it wasn't working, I was like, what the heck? I didn't throw the thing away because I put a cartridge in one time and it didn't work. I pulled it in and I stuck it out. I cleaned it. I pushed it to the left, to the right. And finally, I figured out how to make the thing work. And later, much later, I learned how to open the machine up, remove that receptacle, and put a new 32-pin connector, whatever it was, in. And I've done that to all of my my old NES systems, except for the top loader, because we never had that problem with the top loader. It was the one that would open and you would insert the cartridge, that you would have to like push it to the left, to the right, in and out a couple of times. And if all else failed, I'd pull the cartridge out, I'd lick it, and I'd stick it back in, and it would work. Dab, Drac, please. What? No, I don't dab. I thought that was out of style anyway. Alright, and I am home. So, but I can sit here and talk with you guys for a little bit still before I'm on PS3 too, and I'll stream. Let's see. Why are you telling me to dab? What is this? I can't sub, but I can ban if you like. No, that's okay. He can what do you call it? He can promote himself on my live stream. I don't really care if they promote their channels. It's just if you the only problem I have is if they come in and start spamming the chat while they're promoting. Okay, but you add me on PSN. Cool. God mode. What was the? I still don't know what the dab was. Is there like a dab challenge or something that I don't know about? So yeah, I discovered Defiance, and it had everything I wanted, and it wasn't so bad that I couldn't deal with it. Are you using an iPhone? No, I don't do Apple products. I stay as far away. And the funny thing, and I'm glad you brought that up. You brought up Apple, because I used to be, everyone who knew me, I was like the resident Apple advocate. I loved everything Apple. I had an Apple PC, a PC, Power PC is what they called it. This was before the iPod or any iPhones or anything. I had an Apple computer. I had one Apple computer, and then I got another Apple computer, and then as it came out, and I'd get in arguments with my friend over Apple. They'd tell me how bad it was, and I'd tell them, hey, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have one. And then just one day, I've got the original Bondi Blue iMac, and I would always go to the store and see the software, and there would be this small section of Apple games, and then like all this stuff of PC games where I could go and buy for PC. Just smoke a dab with me a day. Using iPhone. Okay, I'm caught up. So I went to my local Apple computer store. It wasn't. No. I called Apple Zone, or these magazines would come out, and you could look through, and you could call, and you can order, RAM chips, a new hard drive, whatever you want. You could put it in yourself. So I called them and I said, I need a processor upgrade. And they'll tell me, sorry, Apple doesn't support processor upgrades. I'm like, why not? Because we want you to spend the money on a new computer. No, that's not what they said, but I figured it out. I'm like, why isn't it why can't you make an Apple computer where there's a board and a processor on it, where I can remove that processor and put a new processor, a better processor that's made for that board? Why can't we do that? And they so we and just some BS that Apple said why they don't do it, and I'm like, I'm sick of this crap. And like, and then my eyes were just open to the hook, to everything that they were trying to do to make it where you had to get a new Apple product, that you couldn't switch. What is this? It's just like how when we're streaming on phone, we get to put it up to 720 only. I don't even know what the resolution is on this right now. What ego am I in Defiance? I'm 6,000. So a couple of things they did that ticked me off. When the iPod came out for music, instead of having MP3 format, which everybody else was using it, or WAV format or something, they had their own music format. I'm like, why would they do that? And some explanation of how it's better for this or whatever, and I couldn't find anything that explained to me why it was better than MP4 or what everybody else was using. And the only thing that made sense is they used this music format that no one else was using, so that you couldn't take your music from your iPod and transfer it to your PC and then to an MP4 player if you decided you liked a Sony MP4 player better or something. The whole reason is your entire collection, you could not transfer it. It had to go into another Apple product, because Apple's the only one that would play that sound format. There was that, and recently they did away with the headphone jack on their new iPhone. But guess what? So many people were upset with that. Oh my God! We'll put it back. We'll put the headphone jack back. So now the iPhones, it doesn't really matter to me because I don't buy Apple products. You know, and I always thought that the price was too high. The technology wasn't that much better than the rest of the stuff out there, and they were severely limiting my choice as to what I could buy. So I don't mess with Apple anymore. So I'll get a Motorola. HTC is what I'm on right now. I'm on an HTC One. There's so many, Samsung. There's so many different Android phones to choose from, and I like Android. There's nothing wrong with Android. But if you like iPhones, go for it. I don't care if you have an iPhone, but I'm not gonna buy one. What did I miss here? Okay. Tried to do a test stream now. I was talking to Excellent. You were talking to Excellent. Okay, so you guys are having like conversations. All right. So yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'm home. This was a very successful test, I think, of the streaming capability of this phone. So I'm going to be able to easily stream. The thing's going to be like an hour. I've been streaming for like almost 35 minutes right now, and we haven't really had any trouble. It was a little fuzzy at the beginning there because I had bad. What is this? No, I'm not going to tour. I'm not going to do a tour of my house, because if you ever wake up in my house, I don't want you to know it was me that kidnapped you. I don't want you to be able to look around the house and go, "This is Dracula's house. I know this place." Oh my God, Dracula kidnapped me. All right, Jack, I gotta go. What is this? Come on. All right, Jack, I gotta go home and start cooking. I'll hopefully see you tonight. Okay, yeah, see you tonight. Dash cam stream. Yeah, it's kind of a dash cam stream. That's what it is. But yeah, I'll be back on tonight. Streaming Defiance. Maybe I'll do more of these. Who knows? This was fun. I just wanted to make sure this works so that on Sunday at the Comic-Con I will be able to stream it, and it looks like everything's working pretty well. So I'm done. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tonight. Until then, happy hunting and yeehaw! Finish, dang it! I pressed finish. Okay, are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I look like an idiot here.